Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Exelixis, a company with a name that sounds like a fancy sci-fi drug, and guess what? We're checking in on the shareholder meeting and votes of important company matters. If you like voting, then you will love this report. Before we jump in, if you are into getting straight to the good parts of corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come join. Alright, so this is an 8K filing, which is basically a corporate breaking news report. Companies use these to quickly announce important events to investors. In this case, it's about Exelixis holding its annual meeting. Think of it as their yearly town hall where they make important decisions and update everyone on what's happening. The date on this report is when it was held virtually. First up, the election of directors. Basically, shareholders voted on who gets to sit on the board of directors. These are the people who help steer the company. There were 11 directors up for election and all of them were elected for the next year until 2026. If we can see that she got over 221 million votes in favour against only about 4 million votes. That's a pretty solid win. However, there were almost 24 million broker non-votes, meaning some brokers who hold shares for their clients didn't vote. This happens for various reasons, but it's something to keep in mind. Next, there was a vote to ratify, meaning approve. Ernst & Young LLP as the company's independent accounting firm. These are the people who check Exelixis' financial books to make sure everything is accurate. It's like having a financial watchdog. Looks like over 243 million voted yes, with only about 6 million voting no. A pretty standard thing to do for public companies, and it almost always passes. Finally, there was a vote on executive compensation, often called say on pay. This is where shareholders get to give their opinion on how much the top executives are being paid. It's non-binding, meaning the company doesn't have to listen, but it's a good way to gauge investor sentiment. Here, it looks like about 218 million voted in favour, while about 6.7 million voted against. Again, this is not binding, so there is not a real impact other than shareholders letting the company know what they think about their top executives' pay. So what does all this mean? Well, it shows that Exelixis is generally in good standing with its shareholders. The directors were elected without much opposition, the accounting firm was approved, and the executive compensation passed. It also shows the results of the shareholder meeting, so now we know that the shareholder meeting went well, and shareholders are happy and in agreement with the directors. Sank, now let's put on our analysis hats. Exelixis seems to be sailing smoothly. They've got their leadership lineup locked in, their finances are being watched carefully by the right people, and the shareholders are generally happy with how the top dogs are getting paid. That's a pretty good place to be. One thing to keep an eye on is how the company uses the feedback from the say on pay vote. Even though it's not binding, it's a good idea for them to listen to what the shareholders are saying about executive compensation. If there's a big chunk of shareholders who think the executives are getting paid too much, the company might want to take a look at that and make some adjustments. All things look pretty solid for Exelixis. No shocking results, no big upsets. Alright, that's our quick breakdown of Exelixis' latest shareholder meeting. What's your take on these votes and what they signal for the company's direction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was helpful, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord channel in the description. Thanks for watching and see you next time.